This is Amy of AJC and days. Just out by the what they call the Calypso section resort, where the food court and check-in building. Yeah, I'm guessing anybody ordered one of these family suites were one of the people that got upgraded for the resort. It's built way so the footprint of the are back. Hopefully we're back. Are we back here? You could see everything. I took it off of the Disney Wi-Fi. I think that was screwing up the stream. But this section is the jazz section. Yeah, they're still renovating the rooms. They're making them like the Pop Century rooms, where you have the queen size bed and then the pull down double bed. And the family suites, I'm not sure how they'll upgrade them, whether, just give them a new makeover. Yeah, the suites are really nice, because then you get like a room, a separate room, and then a regular room with the couch beds and everything like that. Welcome in, John Surfum. This is All Star Music. I haven't seen anybody really over here streaming, but they are limited in who's all staying here, because they're really still doing some of the renovations plus staffing and everything. So I know some people that booked here actually were offered upgrades, and they kind of moved them like the Art of Animation or the Caribbean Beach, I guess, to fit their families. This is the jazz section, so they kind of make it like a New Orleans jazzy type of area. That's how that is there. Because I know at Port Orleans, the French Quarter has fountains around their resort like that. And then back here is like the piano swimming pool, but that does not look like it's open. So you have to go up to the front to use the open. Hello, Paul Engel, welcome in. And you can see they have like a little fencing so you don't go near those buildings. They do have people back here in the standard view rooms, but and then a lot up in the front on the one building that they have open. But this is the piano pool back here. And then these are like recreation activities that they have daily at the resorts. So whatever resort you're checking into or coming to, check out their poster board. Sometimes they have them out by the pools or in the lobbies and everything. I'm just kind of wandering around just to check out the resort itself. I know they have a rock and roll. That's that one over there, like a rock era and a Broadway era and country. I know years ago I was put back into country, and I wasn't like too fond of that because it was like way back in the back of the resort. And when and like I said, the way this footprint is compared to like All-Star Movies, All-Star Sports, and Pop Century, it's built long ways because it was built in between the two All-Star resorts. But it's built kind of long ways, so you have a long walk up to the front. But this is the rock buildings, the rock and roll building. And they have like speakers for the stairwells. If you're really into the different music genre, it's probably a nice resort to stay at. Plus, if you're looking for something for your family, I know I don't like to show the pools, but there's not too many people at the pool, so I'll try to keep it minimal. But that one's shaped like a piano. The other one's shaped like a guitar with the three caballeros in the middle of it. And then I'll walk up to the front. And they did renovate the rooms just like how Pop Century is, with the pull down bed and a regular bed. So if you're just two of you in the room, as a couple, then you'll have a lot of space plus a table. I know for me, I have the table space unless I was sharing the room. But they have like different guitars and everything over there. And going down that way is All Star Sports, but that's not opening until later this year. And All Star Movies is open already, so they've been open. And then that's the country. They have boots and different country symbols. But welcome in. Thank you for joining. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button. If you're new watching the replay or you're new watching now, please consider subscribing. It does not cost anything to join us as we go around. We'll be going live from the parks at various times. And just enjoying ourselves here for the 50th anniversary and the ending of two shows and the opening of two new shows. Whether I video them or probably all depends on the signal. And I mean, I know everybody's going to go live and everything like that. So I'll probably just there. I'm actually, after I'm done with this stream, I'm heading over to Epcot, because the reason why I'm down here today is because I have the annual pass holder Remy's Ratatouille ride. So I'll be heading over to Epcot, and I'll probably watch the Epcot Forever, although I'm kind of torn because I'd like to go see Happily Ever After and then jump and see the preview of Harmonious tomorrow at Epcot instead of watching the final viewing of Happily Ever After tomorrow. Welcome in, Dennis. Thank you for joining. Welcome in, Danny from Griswold Family Vacay. Yes, I'm back at Disney. This will be my longest trip that I've had in a while. So, yeah, and a lot of the other trips are like quick weekends and stuff. I'm just showing around All Star Music because it did open at the beginning of this month, I believe, or like in the middle of September it opened. All the buildings are pretty much the same at the All-Stars and Pop, or they're kind of larger than life themed. This is music themed, and they have sports theme and music and movies. And this area is the Broadway section. So they feature a lot of the Broadway stuff, the top hats and piano notes, as you can see. There's some nice picnic tables and stuff that they put out, I guess, so you can grab your food from the food court and come back here and eat if you're back in these rooms. I will say that the resort isn't fully open yet, as they continue to get staff and get it up to date and everything. Well, Pop Century is 4 stories high, so Pop Century has more rooms. And one of the things with Pop Century, and that's one of the things I'm going to miss, is the Skyliner. If any of you ever like to ride the Skyliner, I know I'll probably miss it, because that was a great way to leave Epcot at night and not have to worry about walking all the way up to the front through the crowds and everything. Just go right out the back door. But But these were the three originals before they built Pop Century. So, so they're getting updates to the rooms that Pop Century did, to their rooms. Yeah, they're all similar like that, Danny. So nothing changes about the buildings and the rooms except Pop Century is 4 stories high on their buildings, then 3 stories high. When I first stayed at Pop Century, I wasn't like a fan of it, but then the last couple of years, I really enjoyed staying there. It just seemed like you got to the parks pretty quick, and then of course when they added the Skyliner, really upped its game to want to stay there if you're not afraid of heights and stuff. So that's a game changer there too, because I personally, I know people that have had weather issues with the Skyliner and stuff like that that cause some issues for them to get to places at certain times, especially if you're trying to get to Epcot or you were in Epcot and they didn't have a sign or anything as you're going to the International Gateway saying, hey, due to weather issues, the Skyliner will go down. To let them know to go catch a bus at the front of the park. Welcome in, Kenzie Days. Thank you for joining. Just showing around All-Star Music. The jazz section, I think most of those rooms were converted to suites. I think they might have a couple regular type of rooms, but I think that's where they mainly have the family suites. And I think they only have the one building side open. I'm actually in this front area because whenever I booked, there was a discount still available for the end of summer, fall, or end of summer type of thing. And so I booked the preferred just because I knew this resort was long ways. And this resort was available at the point of whenever I booked. So and this is the other pool. It's in the shape of a guitar, and the 3 caballeros are like in the main feature of it. And this is the Calypso building. Might hit some lag spots. So, and then I'll just show you quickly around. Oh, I don't have a mask with me, but you have to have a mask on going inside the building. So I forgot to grab that before I came out. But they do have a food court. There's a gift shop and a game room, and then the check-in area. And I noticed they've remodeled the check-in areas too now. And I think a lot of the resorts that's happening where they're doing the separate desks instead of long ways desks. I could probably stop in my room and grab a mask here. And then you can see what the room looks like before it kind of gets messed up. But this is what one of the rooms looks like, but if you've stayed in Pop Century. But they did put in the new refrigerators, the coffee maker, and then the new TVs and dresser system. And then, like I said, there's the bed up in the wall. So, you know, if you're only 2 people in the room and you don't need to share a bed, you're not gonna be separate if you're spouses or a couple or something. This is all the space that you'll get, because then you don't need to, you'll have a table and everything for your room. And then this is the bathroom area. Just kind of, like I said, they upgraded it like the Pop did. But that's pretty much the room. Grab a mask here and kind of walk up to the front so you can see that. Sorry about that. Just getting my mask ready. And they're, like I said, they're 3 stories. Pop Century has 4 stories, but they have the larger than life and just the different themes. They all have the pool bars. The All-Star Sports, music, and movies, they're pretty much set up the same. The way the food court and gift shop and everything like that is, where when they built Pop, they kind of integrated both of them. And then the pool bar is separate. And then over there's like the restrooms and a laundry. And there's the pool bar, food court. And then they tell you order ahead so you have to mobile order. And then here's the pool bar with refreshing drinks and beverages. And they have like different seating around. And like I said, there's the area where they have restrooms and laundry. And I'll show you the map. And this is what the overall directory is. Hello, Keith BDF. Thank you for joining. But that tells you, and see how I said how it goes long ways. And then these are all the resorts, because if you're a runner, that gives you a little bit of what a running trail is, but see how the other 2 are more elongated, spread out than going long. And the bus stations are up front, just like all the other resorts and everything. But we'll go inside. And usually they have a character drawer here. And this is the game room. This is the game room here. They have them back open. Then they have a Hall of Fame wall. And I'll show you the lobby. But this is some of the artists that they're featuring. And then, like, when we turn the bend, you'll see how the lobby kind of changed if you've ever stayed here before. But they made it where all the desks are separate now instead of one long desk. And that way the cast member could come out to you or you're not bunched up along the whole aisle. And they do have a sitting area for kids or family members waiting to check in, which is over here. And then all the bus stops are out front. And I guess that's some art that they're featuring. And then this is the gift shop over here. It didn't really have too much things that you couldn't find elsewhere, but if you forgot something, but if you're looking for some of the 50th merch and stuff, you're not going to find it in there. So make sure you get your 50th merch either at Disney Springs or the Magic Kingdom. They just have some of the other stuff that they've been featuring. And I guess every day they must have trivia questions there. And you could go and tell them the questions or the answers. But a lot of these t-shirts kind of thinned out here, so they don't barely have any Halloween except that pumpkin there. But they do have the 50th bags that people are looking for, and then pins and different sundries and stuff. But I need to get going to Epcot, so I got to go grab my bag and everything. We'll go outside and I'll end the stream. But I do thank you all for joining. Make sure you hit that that thumbs up button. And if you're new watching, consider subscribing. Doesn't cost you anything. And make sure you hit that notification bell because there'll be various pop-up streams. Welcome in, crew it up. Thank you for joining. And then it's the food court area. And they do have the beverage stations and mugs and there's the menu. Different features of foods. And you have the mobile order. And they do offer kids meals. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, John. Thank you for joining. And then this is kind of like the food court, nothing too fancy, just like all the others with the different stations and everything. So we'll go outside and end the stream. But that's the Calypso building. Hello, Julio. Okay, thank you, crew it up. Yeah, it was just going to be a quick stream because I got to head over to Epcot. I have a pass holder Remy preview, so I don't want to miss it because that's one of the reasons why I came down earlier than I was going to. But so I'm going to go ahead and then go and enjoy that. But I just wanted to give a quick tour because All-Star Movie or Music just opened up in the middle of September, and I hadn't seen anybody really show it on any type of streams or anything. But like I said, they are all the same in the styling and everything, because you could see right there is All-Star Movies. That's the Mighty Ducks section that the hockey stick is sticking up there. Because kind of like a spoiler alert, I usually used to, if I stayed in the Mighty Ducks section, I'd ride the All-Star Music bus because it was closer sometimes to get the ride it back home from like the Magic Kingdom. But we'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and end the stream. So thank you very much for joining. I hope you guys all have a great day. And I'm Amy of AJC Magic TV. And if any of you are actually here in Walt Disney World this weekend or throughout the week, let me know and come find me. I have buttons to give away. So I know there's going to be a whole bunch of people that'll be down here. So go check that out. And the ones that can't get there, I will send out buttons if you like to do it. Like to have a AJC magic button, just Instagram me a private message. So have a great day, everyone. I do thank you for joining. Bye, everyone, and let the adventures begin. Bye. And have a great night. Do you have room for Carlos? Probably not. Not for merchandise, but hey, have a great night, everyone.